Trumpcession has started. Well, apparently they combine recession and Trump together and consider it as Trump session. Okay. And the thing is this, if this continue, S&P 500 may actually see 5,000, right? This is going to be ridiculous. I know they're going to kill me for that, but I'll show you why, the reason. Let's go in detail. But before that, disclaimer apply as usual. Now, one thing to note, guys, it's pretty good that we got it spot on correctly. In fact, during the non-farm period before it happened, we mentioned that based on the gamma exposure, we do note that the S&P 500 may need to really trade down to 5675 level, and we shared this on a video last week. And of course, when we said that, many people was asking me, Kel, that will be another 150 points drop on S&P 500. Are you sure of that? And I said, yes, indeed, this will likely be happening. And of course, we gave a pretty incredible number. We said that the market will go down to 42295 and may even go down to 41919. Now, do take note that back then, the market was trading at 42,568. So to market to go down to 41919 is about 607 points. And we tell you specifically that the market may come down here and then we may see a bit of reversal. And of course, did we make profit from the market? Of course we did. So the students makes money from the market. We are very happy. Well done, guys. Well done. All right, so now moving into this itself, the question is this, is Tom Lee really wrong this time? So apparently right now, Tom Lee is under fire because apparently people say that Tom Lee is getting it wrong. They call for a 2-day snap, and in fact, he says that he's a buyer of stocks right now, and the bad news is all priced in. But we can see the market continue to fall, and the Nasdaq dropped 1,000 points last night. So the question is this, is Donald Trump getting it right? Now, Donald Trump already tell people that this is fine because he don't think that the stock market is going to be a concern. He feels that the tariff will make US very strong indeed, and it's just a matter of time after that the US will be good. So there's no need to be worried about stock market. But at the same time, the US consumer confidence plunged in February, the biggest decline in 4 years, is making investors very, very unhappy. And of course, the Atlanta Fed GDP now says that we are actually going to hit a recession. And this is why I've been saying this, guys, from last year. I told you guys that by March this year, we will start to see the US economy crumbling. And in fact, it will continue to accelerate until June. And of course, the full blown will be in September. And I've been saying this for the longest of time. And I've been telling you guys this to be very careful when the market was heading upwards. Because Donald Trump 25% tariff on Canada, Mexico is all hitting the economy right now, including US itself. Because we also know that he also hit China, and China, Mexico, Canada all hit back. So the more Donald Trump do that, yes, indeed, he may reduce the trade deficit, but it can make all of us painful. And that's why Donald Trump's, Warren Buffett says this, that, well, eventually someone must pay for the bill, right? And he feels that now what is happening right now is like a war. So the thing is this, we know that companies who dodge the previous tariff right now will get hit. For example, iPhone buyers could take a hit very soon. And that's the reason why Apple now is going to spend a lot of money in US rather than put their things outside of US. And of course, they are now worried, and we can see that the impact's going to hit very hard very, very soon. So if you look at the chart right now, this is something that you need to take note. Okay, every time when the market, the Williams percentage indicator is near the bottom itself, the market will hit the MA, right? So it does seem to have a very repeated pattern, and this is a weekly chart of the S&P, and it seems to be perfect, okay, until here. So now the thing is this, the S&P 500 now is that the Williams low end, but we are very far away from the MA, right? So look at it, every time when the market goes up, you'll touch the MA, you'll do that again and repeatedly for many, many times. So I believe that there is a possibility, not now, not immediate. I mean, the market will rebound a little bit, maybe like this, if you ask me. You'll do this, rebound, and come down and go up and down, and that's where it may hit the MA by the time that hit. And the turning point, or the point I look at itself, is probably about 5,200 to 5,100. So I think that this is where the S&P might be heading in the long term. But if the market do get a bit crazy, well, we may snap down below 5,000 level. So that is something that I say in the time to come. Probably that will be in September, 2025. Okay, so I'm giving you this number, this date, and see when this is going to happen. All right. But of course, in long term, I believe that the tariffs going to help the USA, and US will get stronger. Maybe by 2026, the market is going to, maybe after the selling is over, then we will see a very strong recovery all the way till the end of the day. Who knows? All right. So guys, remember this, all these things has a reason, and I feel that it's because Donald Trump is trying to force Federal Reserve to cut interest rate ASAP. Well, we do know that Donald Trump has been telling the Fed to cut interest rate, but the Fed refused, right? So maybe with the stock market coming down so fast, and maybe who knows, he is a short seller, who knows that? Then this is forcing it, and we can see right now 8 more days to go. We're going to have a Federal Reserve meeting, but of course there's no sign of cutting rate. But interestingly, when you look at the May numbers, all right, May numbers show that there's a 51% chance of a rate cut. So that's why from now, you see that in just March, it was only 5% of rate cut, but they expect by May there'll be a rate cut. And if that's going to happen, this is going to make and rock the market. I feel that is something else. The Fed already said they will not cut a rate cut until September, but now because the stock market is coming down, it seems that everything pushed forward again, and this is not a good sign if you ask me as an investor. Okay, so thank you for watching, and there'll be another video coming up very soon. This is Kel signing off. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.